All right, welcome back to another episode of Day Sports. We're not so much about the X's and O's, but the show and goes. Back with my brother Tom for another episode. How you going, mate?
Didn't even know that.
Got
good. When did this come about?
Come about last week. It gives a little.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't mind it.
Doesn't work for cricket season though. Not gonna lie, but anyway,
yeah,
life
fuck
goes
cricket
on.
season. It's all footy pretty much here anyway. So.
But yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Been busy, but yeah, going well. How you going?
Yeah, be like that. Yeah, good. Busy. I've been pretty much.
Sorry to cut you off there. Imagine some stranger from a different country falling across this podcast and listen to the first 30 seconds of that. Then I reckon there was a whole bunch of pretty good. A lot of nahs and yeahs going on.
There's a bit of a dops about that at the moment. He's over in Japan with his girlfriend's family, and they don't speak English outside of her. And apparently the whole night before he got there, the old man was trying to practice. What was he trying to say? Now I'm fucking forgetting it as well. No, long time no see. Apparently the whole night before was practicing that and he fucked it up apparently, but I love that it doesn't matter where in the world, dad jokes reign supreme. Make sure you hit that Jake Trebojevic button. Big thumbs up on the video, goes a long way on YouTube. Follow all the socials, get all that sort of stuff going. We got a lot of finals footy to talk about, Tom. We got some finals footy, a little bit of a recap, a little bit of news actually before we jump into that little article that the goated journo Mike Chamis put out this afternoon before obviously jumping into our tips and predictions later on. But did you see Mark Nawaqanitawase's Nabra the Roosters?
Has he? What is this?
Yeah, he's even though I'm sure he's gone, yeah, rugby league's cool, but I'm actually just going to finish up at the end of next season, probably go over to like Jap Rugby or something like that, and then just come play for the Wallabies in the World Cup in, was it 2027?
Yeah, 2027 is World Cup in Australia, so I'm assuming that's what he'll be playing.
Well, yeah, supposedly it's always been like one of his dreams, so it's like understandable for him wanting to do that. But, you know, we had such a nice thing going on there with Marky Mark, and he's just gone, this is cool. I'm just going to head off after 2 seasons. So I'm hoping he comes back, but he might not. So next year we're just going to have to milk him for all he's worth, particularly on anytime try scorers. But unless they manage to throw some ridiculous money at him, it seems like he's very much got his eyes set on gold. That's exactly what he wants to do.
I don't know. He's still that young as well, and the Wallabies are starting to get a bit of a thing going on for the first time in 20 years. So yeah, I don't blame him for wanting to be a part of that. And like I said, he's still young, he's still a jet, so you know, a couple of years back in Union, there's always going to be the big money in real footy and rugby league sitting here for him. So yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, I suppose. But yeah, we'll be sad to not see him flying over people, but you know, we get him next season anyway, but we might as well just jump straight into the recap. So round 2 of the finals finished up over the weekend. Whew. I'm still stuck with those fucking Panthers. That's all I got to say. But Sharks,
I thought you were still stuck with those fucking Sharks.
Well, them too. So yeah, Sharks beat the Raiders. Can't say anybody saw the Sharks getting as far as they have.
No, gosh no.
Which is unfortunate for me. But I was thinking about it. I'm like, outside of the Sharkies fans, like, you know how there's other teams that are like, you know, if their team's been knocked out, people are going to go for them, whether it was Raiders, Warriors, obviously Broncos, Storm, like whatever. I can't think there's a single fucking person that's like, you know what? I'm going to get around the Sharks. It's just not a thing.
2 questions. Why are they still here? And 2, how do we get rid of them?
It's a little bit.
That's all that's been revolving through my head, really, talking about Cronulla, because second to you, like, I tipped them because I use a bit of rugby league math and just know that they're going to win games, but you just tip against them out of pure spite, and it's actually come off quite often. Like, they don't have the worst team, but fuck me, like, how the fuck, like, for one, how did the Chooks lose to them? And then 2, how did Canberra, and I love this because shout out Nick Kelsey, your team fucking sucks. Canberra minor premiers by a decent margin, and then 2 home finals, bang bang, out in straight sets. What's good?
The 50-point curse is undefeated, but The Sharks are like that bloke that comes to kick-ons and is just there for too long, and you're all thinking, how the fuck do we get this bloke out of my house? That's essentially what's going on with the Sharks at the moment. Everyone's like,
You're sitting
why
there
is he still
falling
here?
asleep on the couch, holding your eyes open with matchsticks, and this bloke's still rambling on about a story that's been going on for 2 hours. So,
How do we get
does
him
have a bit
gone?
of the Sharkies about it.
But I feel bad for the Raiders though. Like they had it won multiple times, obviously against the Broncos. The highs and the lows to the absolute lows, and having to get up for it again the week after to play the fucking Sharks of all teams. I don't know. There was like such a big carry on online about like, fuck you Raiders, you lost. And I'm like, I didn't realize people dislike the Raiders that much. But on the flip side of that, the Sharkies fans are celebrating like they've already won the grand final. It's like, you just need to calm the fuck down. You've done fuck all yet. Like,
Also, wouldn't put it past the Sharks to beat Melbourne this weekend.
yeah, speaking of that, I've been thinking about that all day, and I'm like, just watch it. It's weird enough that it's going to end up being like a Broncos Sharks grand final, which if you'd told somebody that at the start of the year, you would have been told to get fucked. But with this, I started to get a little bit worried about the Raiders when I saw that Ethan Strange was out, which I think was in the morning. Just because, like, he's been one of the form halves this entire year. He's been such a big part of that Canberra side. Like, physical, try scorer, sets up, like, has just been playing it out of his fucking ass. Apparently, bloke was, like, ended up, like, crook as fuck. I've seen different stuff. I don't know how true it was, but, like, coughing up blood and fucking this, that, and everything else.
He's, like, coughing up blood and, like, passing out and shit like that. So,
Yeah.
poor fella.
So, yeah, probably best, rested up on that. But that was a big out for them to have. And, like, one of your halves going down right before the game. And Sharks just fucking out mungled them even through the middle with their forwards. They were just too much for them. And like their defense on the line was ridiculous. Like Canberra did have a few good cracks at them, but they're just like, no one's coming through here.
Yeah. I didn't really get to watch a whole lot of either game this weekend. I had a bit on. And but I think I caught the glimpse. Did Sharks get out to 12-6 lead first, and then Canberra, I think, locked it up? I think once Canberra locked it up and it was 12 all at halftime, I was like, oh, no, that'll be right. They'll come out in the second half and so put one on them. And then, check the score next morning because I was falling asleep. And, done a number on them.
Yeah, it ended up a bit like that. Like, I thought they were off to a hot start. Things are, starting off well when you got Big Red crashing over for a 4-pointer. You're like, oh, fuck yeah, the boys are on here. And Sharks managed to just hold it together. Brayley, he had an amazing game. Like, the way that he got them on the front foot out of hooker was just ridiculous. But, yeah, the fucking Sharks, eh? What do you do? So, rough for the Raiders, but it is what it is. And then Penrith obviously pumped the doggies. This was just a shit show. This was this was terrible.
To their credit, Penrith did play well in that first half, but Dogs was still just so bad. Like, I'm actually so shocked how they even managed to still stay in the top four heading into the back end of the season because, they've definitely not played like a top four, let alone top 8 team come this finals, except for when they pulled their finger out for like 20 minutes against Melbourne. But it's been a steady decline, and maybe it was wish of me to go 0-2 over the weekend too kind of hurt me tipping wise, but maybe I was a little bit hopeful getting on the doggies in this one, but at the same time I was like I don't see why they can't do it. Like Stephen Crichton's out, sure, but hang on. But you got Sexy Sexton coming back in. Like, things are lining up. You never know. Big home game for them, whatever else. First 5 minutes, you got Kickout doing one of his great charge downs. He's missed a charge down. Get up early on the scoreboard with 2 points. You can, righto. And then Penrith just go bang, 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 bang. Like, it literally looked like they had an extra guy out on the fields at times. It would just look too easy for them to score. And especially when they started making like a bit of a run on a comeback, and then they had it sealed pretty much down that right edge, and then To'o just has an intercept, and then somehow they end up with like a 3-man overlap essentially out on the right. Like, you're not wrong. Like, it definitely did look like at stages there that their defense was just that ordinary that Penrith looked like they had an extra player out there.
Yeah, it was stupid. Like the overlaps that they were getting, and just making it look easy. Potentially, like particularly Toho and Alamotti, like both of them. Some of the I forgot which try of Alamotti. I forgot how many he scored. It might have just been the one, but he literally bounced off like 3 or 4 defenders. He had no right in the world to score that try. I think it was Sexton missed him, like Tracy missed it. There was arm grabs going everywhere, and you're like, how is this even possible? Once you see that, I'm just like, oh, I've seen enough of this. Kyle was in absolute all sorts, of course. He was messaging me just in shambles, and I'm like, yeah, this one's rough, buddy. I think I basically had turned it off at halftime. I think it was something like 26-28 to 8 or some shit at halftime, whatever it was. I was like, look, we've seen rugby league miracles beforehand. You can look at the bloody Broncos Canberra game, but pretty sure the doggies don't have that
Pretty
in them
sure
at this
this
stage.
one is done. Yeah.
yeah, you can. Probably
that game
call
was
it a day.
definitely over at halftime. Sorry to say, Bulldogs fans, but here's one I put on you. So, one of the all-time rugby league stories of 2025, Tommy Jenkins played out of his skin all season. He got dropped, a week or two ago? A week ago, I think.
Going in the finals.
Going in the finals, Paul Alamotti comes back in. If Alamotti has... Right, so say Penrith win this weekend, Alamotti has a shocker. Does he retain his spot for the GF, or does Tommy Jenkins take it?
If they win, he's playing. I don't think he's getting hooked just for one game. Like if they still win, then I feel like he's still going to be there. I thought you were going to say if they go on and win the grand final, should he be giving his ring to Jenkins because he was there for the whole season? That's almost where I've got my head at this stage. Like if someone from the Broncos gets a ring, they should be giving it to Billy almost at this stage. Hand that fucking thing
100%. Like 100% he should be getting that ring. So whoever ends up rolling into like 18th man, 19th man, like Jack Jaszewski, I'd understand because he actually did play like a good chunk of the year if he's like 18th man or something. But if you're like 19th man and it's like Fletcher Baker, fuck off, bro. Give your ring to Billy.
Cough it up. Well, is there a way? Like, I don't know if they can, but we beat Penrith this weekend. You just fucking name Billy in the 18th. Just fucking put him in there. Fuck it.
I don't think they can. That it's like
he's fine.
Without doubt that he's like definitely got an injury that he can't play.
Yeah, but no. But yeah, that gets us really just into this weekend. There's not really too much to add about that Bulldogs game. They got fucked. Holiday season for them. You know, I've been thinking needs this Mad Monday out of anybody who I hope had the biggest rip and tear and enjoys the biggest off seasons. Actually, Lockie Galvin, that poor motherfucker, has had just not even like shocker of a season playing wise, but like. No, sorry. Let me rephrase.
Don't know.
Not that he's played
pretty shit at the Dogs, but yeah.
but like just all the shit he's had to deal with this season, and you forget that the bloke's 19, 20 years old or whatever. Like you'd be so fucking off it. If I was him, I'd be going on a holiday in like fucking Russia or some shit. No one's gonna recognize you there. 2-3 years Dagestan, brother. Forget about it. That's basically what I've been doing with Lockie Galvin at this point. But and then we got another Brisbane team unrelated to rugby league, all in the grand final this weekend, Tom. A little bit of history repeating itself, potentially lining up with a couple Brisbane teams. Bloody Lions in there, mate.
Last time this happened, it did not end well. So yeah,
no, but I'm hoping that
it's not this weekend either. It's next weekend, Cobber.
Is it not this weekend? AFL grand final.
I swear they have a week off. I swear it's a week off.
Is it not this weekend?
Because it used to be like, I swear it used to be a week off. Yeah, hold on. Oh, it is too. It's this weekend.
Yeah,
I'll be
fine. So I'm hoping that little if they can get the victory, that just revs on the Brisbane boys even more. That fuck, we need to actually get it done this time.
2 Premiership town would be elite after what happened last time where Lions lost on my birthday, and then the day after, Broncos lost.
Brizzy Heat got up later, though.
Hard weekend. Hey,
I said Brizzy Heat got up later in the season, though. That's all right.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck about the Big Bash.
But what is it? I think it's Saturday night. Well, I'm at a wedding Saturday night. And that's where things ended up working out really well because I was really sweating on the fact of having to go to this wedding and missing out on the Broncos playing whoever the winner was at this stage. But they ended up putting it on the Sunday, which I did not hate at all. Nah, I'm okay with it.
Every fucking bit of it. I hate it so much.
I don't want dry ball. I want dry ball footy for the boys. I don't want Nathan Cleary with a fucking slippery nut going on out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I suppose that goes both ways. But I don't know. It's Storm versus the Sharkies because they wouldn't have a clash with the AFL Grand Final for obvious reasons. Few returning faces for the Storm. What are you thinking here?
I haven't even looked at the team list. Is Hughes playing? No.
Hughes is named in 7. Paps is back in 1.
As if. Fuck, how many weeks ago was that? Like 3 weeks ago?
Bloke has been out for all of 2 weeks. Jerome Hughes literally might have a robot arm at this stage. Like, he's been raced back. I'm pretty sure all these other injuries for the same things, like many weeks.
Jerome Hughes is literally a walking Meccano set at this stage. Like, dude's got that many bolts, nuts, and screws fucking holding him together. Yeah, that absolutely astounds me. Melbourne, for obvious reasons, in Melbourne.
Do you reckon Jerome
1 to
Hughes?
12?
Do you reckon Jerome Hughes could have hit up old Shane Webke for his brace from all those years ago? He might still have that laying around. Said, "Oh, Webke."
Oh yeah, you're about to see one of the all-time forearm guards getting around. Like they've literally taken the arm guard off Chris Rogers and just sending it to Melbourne for Jerome Hughes to use.
Yeah, it's going to be big. And then, Pappy back there at fullback. Like, I'm still going to go with the Storm, but there is something, and it could just be delusion, but there's something about that Sharks team where I'm like, I don't know. There might be something there. And, I said earlier that, you haven't done fucking shit yet to Sharks. But, look, credit where credit's due. They are looking not the most terrible. I'd probably give them the advantage in the forward pack over Storm as well. Like, you got big AFB, big Toby. They're missing Hazelton, which is a little bit of a shock to their system. But, there's no reason they can't potentially get it done. But a rested up Storm side, like, the concern is, like, fuck, you lose Hughes in 10 minutes or something like that happens. Like, what do you do?
They do have... It's not like Jonah Pezzett and, like, Wishy haven't played over the last... Because who is playing? Like,
Pezzett's in 21,
named.
though.
Well, that's what I mean, though. It's not like Wishy hasn't been playing 7 anyway, so...
Yeah, it's true.
But
like, it's not Jerome Hughes at the same time.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I still reckon... I reckon even if they lose Hughes early, I reckon Storm still win 1 to 12. I'm backing them 1 to 12 regardless. I think it's going to be a close match.
Yeah, I think it is going to be quite close. One thing that I've seen articles...
Is Nelson playing?
No. Nelson's not playing. There's no fucking Nelson.
Back to reserve grade for you, bro.
Yeah, no Nelson's happening. But Ronaldo Militalo, I've seen articles of him just chatting so much shit. And he has been the last couple of weeks leading into these games. And I wonder if it has been getting under the skin or getting in the minds of some of the players he's coming up against. I saw something, I think he was referring to Will Warbrick being like, yeah, it's cool, you can have muscles and this, that, and everything else. He's just like, I'm just like some scrawny, like, fast kid and he's still getting it over all you boys and whatever else. It's just absolutely yapping. I'm like, I've got a bit of time for this.
Yeah, loves to chat a bit of shit. And I feel like if he was lined up opposite Xavier Coates, Xavier wouldn't know what to say, so he'd just laugh at him, I think, the whole time and just giggle at him. But whereas, I feel like Warbrick might take a little bit under his skin if Ronaldo's talking a bit of shit to him.
Yeah, might bite at him a little bit. So, it'd be interesting to see how that matchup went up because he was like super personal when he went up against Mark Nawaqanitawase and he ended up bitching him. Who did he face up against? I guess whoever he played in Canberra. But either way, he scored a heap of fucking tries and did whatever. So it will be interesting. Yeah. But Storm, like, they've been here a million times in finals. You'd think they would be able to get this done, but it'd be comical if Sharks win this one, honestly. Got a bit of time for it.
That's probably the best way to put it. It would be comical if the Sharks win.
It just would be like they've just ended up in this place and just shake your head and go, how in the fuck has this happened? But let's move on to Sunday time. This is the big ticket item. This is the one. This is the grand final before the grand final. We got spoiled with that Raiders game with the Broncos, but you got the two big dogs clashing it out in this one. Broncos versus the Penrith Panthers. You scared? You shitting yourself? How you feeling about this?
I'm scared shitless. I'm so fucking worried about this game. For a number of reasons. Like, for one, Penrith are 4-time reigning champs. They're fucking bad juju team against us. Like, how's Reece Walsh, since that today, Reece Walsh has never beaten Penrith.
Yeah, I don't love that.
Hate that. But I just hope that we play Broncos style footy and that we don't get dragged into the, because it's literally what happened with the doggies on the weekend. I heard, I can't quote who was talking about this, but do not get into a fucking grind with Penrith because you will lose every single time. Like, that's their style of footy. That's Penrith footy. That's what everyone tries to replicate, and they can't do it as well as Penrith. Penrith grind you out. Cleary just kicks the fucking life out of you, and you lose. I think it was Matty Johns talking about that, actually, to be honest. But yeah, we just need to play the footy that we've been playing, which has just been free-flowing, off-the-cuff sort of stuff. And it's either going to work or it's not. Like, there's no two ways about it. Like, and then the second thing that really scares me is we're going to treat this like a grand final, because Penrith is, like, obviously it's to get into a grand final, but they also took a grand final out of our hands pretty much, like a couple of years ago. So rolling off the back of that, I'm a bit worried that we're going to put all of our eggs into this basket, which we should, but I feel like we could possibly be a bit spent, and especially with a shorter turnaround than the other team who is going into the grand final, we might come in a little bit underdone. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, well, I saw because there was a big hoo-ha made of this when the schedule was first announced. I think it was Darren
It's
Lockyer.
fair enough, I think. I feel like these two games had to be back to back, like a day apart from each other, like instead of having the 2-day gap in it, because it's a bit unfair.
But I think it was Darren Lockyer coming out talking about it, and he was kind of like, honestly, 2 days probably not going to be the biggest difference of all time. Like, yeah, the more rest, the better. But yeah, so I can kind of see it from both sides there. I do agree with you though about, like, we just need to play Broncos footy, and it was the same when we played them in the grand final in 2023. Like, I had belief in, like, that team, and I still got belief in it now that, like, if we play that footy, we are the team that can actually go toe to toe and beat them. And it's not in playing that same style. Like, it is just that, yeah, fuck you, we're going to just put more points on than you and back our defence in, and not just try to play that exact set-for-set sort of stuff. So I think we can definitely do it. Like, pretty much, like, this game entirely hangs on Reece Walsh versus Cleary. Like, that's pretty much what we're getting. Like, we're getting Reece on an absolute fucking heater at the moment coming into this game, and then you got the Iceman just doing fucking finals things. Like, it's people are always like, where's this in fucking Origin then?
Yeah, literally. One thing, I reckon this is a very, very valid point, and I think one thing that honestly plays into our hands well here is Renault coming back. Hear me out. So I only say this if he's fit. Like obviously he's not going to be 100% fit, but he has to be fit enough that he is kicking. That, like, he should be our main kicker. Okay.
Yes.
I say this because we could have two dangerous kickers either side of the ruck. Like, fuck, Renault can kick a 40-20 from anywhere. Reece Walsh can definitely kick him from anywhere. Like, and I feel like if we use both kickers early on, it might cast a bit of doubt into their back three as to, or especially fullback if it's early on, where to position to, like, who to position to, really. Like, if Reece is on one side and Adams on the other, well, fuck, like, who's getting the ball here, sort of thing. So, I don't know. I feel like we could catch Dylan Edwards out early with a couple of kicks, possibly.
Yeah, like 100% right. Like, we've got so many attacking weapons, it's not even funny. Like, kicking ourselves at Billy's not going to be there, because then bang, there's another one. But yeah, we just got to knock these fuckers off though. We just, like, yes, it might be to our deficit, but at the same time, like, we got to get rid of them. We fucking got to. I think the entire rugby league world is going to be back in the Broncos come Sunday. Like, it's literally Penrith versus the world. And, you know, mad respect to everything Penrith's done. There's no taking that away or fucking whatever else.
But you've had your time.
You've had your fucking time. We're sick of it.
Hand the trophy over. We're fucking over you playing with it.
Christ, I'd almost take the Sharks being premiers at this point. If that's giving you an idea. God, that's a dark barrel to be looking
stretch,
down. Yeah. That's a dark world. But yeah, like, it was, during the Canberra game, with all the shit going on with that, that's what I was like, yeah, this is when we need a Reno on the team. A dude that can slot a field goal from anywhere and kick all the goals that we need to make, because every point's going to count, obviously, in this one. Bit of captain obvious there, but it's going to be huge, though. Like, Suncorp, it's sold out. It's going to be fucking massive. Like, if that crowd, similar to Origin, can get up and around behind the boys. You know what I would love to see as well? If we absolutely bitched them on the jerseys, because you know how they've been wearing the black and gold? If we just went, yeah, home game, bruh, we're wearing a black jersey, so you're going to have to wear a different colour just to fucking throw them off a little bit. Bit of mind games.
I'd absolutely froth that if they're like, our home game, black jerseys, pick another colour, boys.
And, you know, that's maybe what we need, is that channel that all black energy again, because we played damn well when we had them. They look sick. And, yeah, just throw them off that little bit. Just, you don't get to wear your kit that you specifically made as champions. Soz about it. Could be a good way to go. But, yeah, obviously Renault's back in. Off the bench, though, we get 2 players, which is sick. We get Ezra there at 14. So Dozer goes into 6. And we get Big X back as well, which is huge. Because without Paddy Carrigan, we end up with Smoothie of all people.
Dyson Smoothie. I don't hate it, to be honest.
I don't either. I've been thinking about this and I'm like, I kind of like he's a little nuggety fuck. But he's a bit slicker with the hands, you know what I mean? That link play is going to be nice. I'm not hating it at all. Bit of smoothie action in there.
Yeah. One thing I definitely do hate about all these, like we've got Xavier, Ezra and Reno coming back in. I'm just hoping they're not fucking underdone, that they're going to get cooked in the first 20 minutes. Like, that they're going to get, like, it's going to take them a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes to be able to get a bit of rugby league back into their system, since they haven't played in a long time, especially, all 3 of them haven't played in a long time. So, yeah, that's definitely one thing I'm a bit iffy about.
I think it'll be okay, though. And, you know, I think the boys are going to be taking this one so personally to get up over them. Like, it's going to take a lot, I think, from Penrith.
Because that's like, you know, looking back to, I didn't get the team list up, but looking back to that grand final, he has Broncos $2.20 outside, and Penrith is $1.68. That's fucking wild. Like, literally rolling back to that 2023. Did Alamotti play that year? Was Targo on the wing?
No, he would have been.
It was Targo on the wing. But yeah, like, looking at that team, it's like Casey McLean hadn't played. Blaise Tallingi hadn't played. I don't think Lindsay Smith played.
No, he might have been there.
He might have been on the bench, but, like, Brad Schneider didn't play. Liam Henry didn't play. Isaiah Papali'i didn't play. Luke Gardner
Schneider did fucking play. Was it Schneider or was it... No, it was...
no, it was Jack Cole.
It was Cole. Yeah. No, it wasn't him. It was Cogger. Fucking Cogger.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, Jack Cogger, that's right. But yeah, like, and then like, going over to the Broncos team, like, you know... We've got Karapani didn't play, Mariner didn't play.
No shit.
Hunt's played a grand final. Adams played a grand final. Jensen was not there, I don't think.
No, Jensen was there.
Was he? But yeah, like, majority of that team has stayed together, whereas, like, you know, there's a few key players from Penrith, but majority, like, there's a lot of new players in the team compared to us, I think. So, yeah, I don't know. It's such a tough one, isn't it?
It is. Obviously, back in the Broncos. The week off, though, like the bye, it goes a long way. You know, you've seen so many experts out there pretty much saying, like, you know, it is very much the make or break, like winning that first week of finals, having that week off, and then coming into this a little bit fresher.
Yeah.
So, yeah, meanwhile, Penrith, they've had to do this the hard way, but they're kind of finals experts. But one thing I kind of like about this, with Ezra Mann being there at 14, I can see this, like, happening in a similar way to, well, maybe not the same thing, obviously, with Reece getting sent off during the Canberra game, but bringing a guy like Ezra on when you got tired legs out there could have a massive impact off the bench. Like, you move Dozer there to 9, and then you line up a fast as fuck Ezra.
This is how I'm assuming the rotation's going to go, is Ezra will never go hooker.
No.
He'll come on for Pakes. I reckon he'll come on for Pakes. Pakes will get a breather for 10 minutes. So he'll come on for Pakes. Smoothie will go straight to hooker. And Ezra will start running a mark. While Smoothie goes to hooker, he'll just have to slog it out for 10 minutes or so until, I'd say, like, he's going to come on before half time, that's for sure. So whether that's he comes on at like the 30-minute mark or something like that, and Smoothie just has to last out another 10 minutes and then Pakes comes back on after, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, what are you doing
I'm
with
assuming
Dozer?
that's what the rotation situation is going to be, and Dozer's just going to stay at 6.
Oh, okay. And you're just going to have Ezra roaming at 13, essentially.
Ezra on the roam.
Oh, that's fucking dangerous, actually. That'd be dangerous, but yeah, I can see him just like fresh legs carving up, like, you know how he straightens up and just zips through Walsh on the inside or fucking wherever. Oh, that's what I'm wanting to see. But yeah, just knock these fuckers over, boys. That's all I want. We got to put a stop to it. But no, I'm frothing for it. I'm going to it as well. So
Yeah,
I'm
fuck
keen.
yeah.
So,
I didn't think it was going to be the greatest. Like, there's a number of reasons why I was like, for one, the company I'm working for, they've just put some new chippy. Like, I've been the only chippy there. So they've been holding off to find some more guys so we can do frames. They found another chippy starting next Monday, day after prelim. 2, it's like a 3-hour drive home for me if Broncos lose, and I'll be in all depresso mood.
yeah,
and in a kind of a mood all week. So I was like, I better not just go. I better just stay at home, enjoy it if they win, and be in despair if they lose.
Well, I was close to not even worrying about it because I got like the access at like 4 p.m. on Monday. So yesterday afternoon, I got access to it. Here's me. It's probably like 2 o'clock in the arvo. The old man just texts me. He's like, oh, yeah, check my emails. And I got this code to get in at 10 a.m. And I'm like, oh, that would have been fucking wonderful fucking 10 hours ago, basically.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, I only just saw it then. I'm like, yeah, that'd be fucking right. Managed to get tickets anyway, but how he has a code and I don't.
I don't know how he has a code and you never had anything sent through, whether it's like, it must be to an old email or something. I don't know.
No, it's not. It's nothing like that. So his would, like, the people that got that code, it should be ticketed members. So I'm like, what's the bet? He's been paying for fucking tickets that just get automatically, because they just direct debit them unless you tell them to stop. What's the bet? This motherfucker has been getting tickets or paying for something and he's just never realised.
Possibly, yeah.
Because it's happened. Because that's how I essentially owed the Broncos money until, well, it seems like they've just
pay your tick, mate.
They've just forgot about that one because it nailed me. I think 2 years in a row. So, what was it? I think it was end of 2022 because I'd just purchased tickets throughout the year. They just randomly deducted like nearly $200 out of my account. I was like, what the fuck is this? Turns out I got all these emails being like, we're renewing your membership, and I just never looked at them. And then the exact same thing happened at the end of 2023 and I just forgot about it. And I almost wanted to call them and be like, well, you lost that fucking grand final, so you should give me my money back. But basically, it just keeps happening. It's one of those things where you go, oh, yeah, I'll remember to do that. You never fucking do. And then this time around, I just kept moving the money away from my account every time they tried to charge it. So they couldn't get it. I'm smarter than you.
You can get this.
Yeah, exactly.
La.
And they haven't followed up since. But yeah. And then,
I'll clip this up and send it to him.
No, I checked my account the other day and they've just got an invoice pending for next season, but the old one's gone. I'm like, oh, you beauty. So they've just got rid of this one, and then I've remembered to go on through and cancel my membership this time. So at least that's all right. But yeah, up the fucking Broncos this week. That's pretty much about it from me, though.
Yeah, it's about all I got as well.
Yeah, so hopefully we beat those fucking dogs. Up the Bronx.
Hate those Penrith players.